I had a dream early on as I was watching Casey Neistat films that I wanted to make my money and all that stuff from doing YouTube content. Skip ahead 6 years and my YouTube channel has not grown compared to the almost 1,000 videos that I've made. A lot of people tell you this on YouTube. They say YouTube is a long game to creatively break out, which by the way, being a YouTuber or being a TikToker is just like being a rapper. The percentage of people that actually do break out compared to the amount of people that are on the platform. Less than 40,000 channels worldwide have 1 million subscribers. And YouTube has 2.70 billion monthly active users. I'm not gonna do the math, but clearly 60,000 people to 2.7 billion, that's the same thing as the 1%, less than 1%. What is up everyone? Will Mosley. If you don't know me, I've helped companies just like you grow their millions, do a lot of crazy, technical, awesome things online. And I've also created over 900 podcasts, 700 films. Go ahead and give me a follow, share, all that. All right, this is for the creatives out there. This is for the people that have a terrible time selling. They're trying to make money, but they have so much passion and they've invested so much time into their social media, into their YouTube, into their TikTok, into their Instagram, all that. This is for those creative people. And if you're a parent, double brownie points. So I'm gonna break this into 4 steps. 1, I want to talk about past, present, and future you. I'll bring it back to me for context, but I think you can take something from this. So 1, I had a dream early on as I was watching Casey Neistat films that I wanted to make my money and all that stuff from doing YouTube content. The dream, get to 1 million subscribers, get monetized, etc. All that. I was watching Peter McKinnon, I was watching Casey Neistat, and very specifically I loved how his stuff just flowed and made so much sense. It just resonated a lot with me. So it gave this burning passion that I can do this too. Skip ahead 6 years and my YouTube channel has not grown compared to the almost 1,000 videos that I've made. In the podcast, you would like to get sponsorship, stuff like that as a creative. That too is not there. So was that creative input for nothing? I don't really think so, but I think if you are a creative and you don't have a direction or know how to sell, you're gonna have a really hard problem, because at some point that creative passion, that burning that has kept you going, you're gonna realize and look at the numbers or look at the subs or whatever and look at your bank account and you're like, this isn't what I signed up for. I didn't sign up for free labor for the rest of my life. I didn't do that. How does that tie back into your past, your present, your future, and how having an extraordinary personal brand is going to really, 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 really help tie the story together, how it's going to really bring it all together for your sales engine. And we'll talk about the sales engine in a minute. It took me, like I said, it took me 6 years to realize how this actually ties in. And I don't think anyone on YouTube is doing this. So if you create content on YouTube, this right here is very specifically to you. How we typically do YouTube is we think about the thumbnail, think about the video, we post the video, and it's kind of this nice thing in a row. You're trying to make it make sense every single video. And as you grow, you go from shitty videos to pretty good videos. But the problem here that a lot of people say, but they don't really lean that far into, is that a lot of those 100, 200 early videos that you made they might be good growth content, but they didn't have some sort of line, some sort of thread that makes it make sense for anyone else watching other than maybe yourself and your family. And so what I've done with my personal brand, and I'm so I want you to do the same. I think that this is going to change the way you look at your YouTube and how you make videos. I'm going to break this down. This is for me, but like I think you can get something from this. I have 700 videos on YouTube, something close to there. What I did yesterday, as I was talking to my friend John, is I said, okay, what are the top like 4 to 5 star videos creatively? Because, and this may be different for you, because there's entertainment and then there's education, but we'll get to education in a minute. But creatively, I said, what was the ones that I said, man, these are really good? And I thought to myself, I probably have maybe 100 here, but I was happy to find out that I had like over 200 that I deemed like really good. Okay, so what do you do with those 200 videos? Okay, you can make a series. So the series that we have on my personal brand account right now is you have 0 to start right, my business that I'm building right now, and then the series that this currently in is start right to 1 million, right? And so big goal, think about the big goal. What is the whole breadth of the series getting to? It's kind of hard for you to say you knew exactly where you were going to be 3 years ago, 4 years ago, like to now. But now that you have the content, now you have the luxury to be able to go back and make a curated series with the uploaded content that you made. And so what we're doing, right, step by step, is we went through, our content of those 700. Maybe you have 100, maybe you have 200, don't know. And we just hand select the best ones that just really made sense. And how do you know what's the best ones? Well, I want to take a step. I'm going to come back to this. I'm going to go to a couple other steps and come back to kind of finishing this up, because I think this will be kind of the grand finale, because I want to make it all make sense. So let's take a pause on that for 2 seconds, and let's go on to step 2 of creating personal brand and sales unity. So what a lot of people don't really tell you this is, a lot of people tell you this on YouTube. They say YouTube is a long game, TikTok's a long game, but it's all worth it, guys. It's so worth it. It's great. And I want to say it's true, but I'm going to say, if you don't have money in your pockets, more and more months that go by that you're not able to creatively break out, which, by the way, like being a YouTuber, being a TikToker is just like being a rapper. Like the percentage of people that actually do break out compared to the amount of people that are on the platform. Like, here goes some stats. So how many YouTube creators have more than 1 million subs? In this little blurb here from awesomecreatoracademy.com, it says 88% of videos on YouTube, not counting shorts, have less than 1,000 views as of 2020. Less than 60,000 channels in the US have 100,000 subscribers in 2020 as of 2023. Less than 40,000 channels worldwide have 1 million subscribers. And then the question is, how many on YouTube? And YouTube has 2.70 billion monthly active users. So like, I'm not going to do the math, but clearly 60,000 people to 2.7 billion, like that's the same thing as like the 1%, less than 1%. And we should be thinking about that. You should not make YouTube your main income stream. You should start a business for that, like a real business. The thing is that you don't have to choose between starting your business and having a personal brand. You can have both. You just need to make sure in your day that you prioritize your business, and then you set aside a couple hours a day to, in addition, be a creator. 3, target past you. If the person, when you're building your sales engine, and if you're wondering, oh, how do I build a sales engine? Well, guess what? I got like a whole bunch of, I got a start bot on startrighttoday.com that'll help you with that. I also have an ABC framework that will also help you with that. I also have an academy that I'll be launching here on the 24th. And then I also build out this stuff for people too. So like if you're wondering like how do I do that, I can help you with that. But this is not exactly what we're talking about here. With your sales engine, right? We're not really there yet, but like with the thing that you build, there's plenty of people that you can target. There's plenty of people that are your market. And the question is like, who do I pick? We won't go too far deep into this, but I'm going to say the secret is this: target past you. Why? If you target past you, you know that person. You've been with that person for 20, 30, 40 years. You know that man, woman, whatever person inside and out. Like you know the problems they go through. You know the insecurities that they have. You know everything about that person. And that is a superpower. That's crazy. You can make infinite content about that. What's even better, where it resonates with what we're talking about, is a lot of times the personal shit that you make has nothing to do with your business. And that's a problem. I struggled for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years, whatever, trying to make my personal content make sense with my business content. And the truth is you can't fit a square, into a circle unless it's both circle, like both circle, whatever, an outline and a circle, peg, whatever. So if your audience that you're catering to, the circle peg, is exactly the same audience that like you're selling to, or sorry, the audience, if the audience that you just are, like the person that you are, the personal brand that you are, is your audience, then every bit of your personal content is going to resonate with your sales engine. That's why it's so important to target past you. For me, past me is, and same as right now, is a creative parent starting a business, right? Those three: creative, parent, starting a business, and I live in Asheville if you want to get local with it. Now, 4, and I promise we'll come back and bring the past, present, future part back together. Build your sales engine. What can you do? How do you do that? How can you make that work? Now that you know what your audience is, you know that you can spend time on your personal brand, you know that like attracting you is the right person, because you can talk all day, you can cater to that person all day, you can make it resonate. Building a sales engine is actually really simple, and I've gone over this in I think episode 1 or 2, but very simply, it's the ABC framework: attract, build, close. Attract leads, build better products, and see close more deals. Kids just woke up. 1 second. You okay?
Yeah.
Tired?
Yeah.
Alright, see what just happened here. What just happened here is I'm recording in my house in the morning. In most cases, this content would not make any sense, or I'd have to cut this content out if I wanted to make it make sense to just specifically creative people or just specifically business startups. Because my person that I'm talking to is me, a creative parents trying to start a business, this is okay. This works. Understand? All right, I'm going to bring this back to very practically to the YouTubers, to how to take all of your past content and literally crush. We're not talking about how to make that past content get monetized, how to make that past content get more views, which you probably will. We're talking about just how to create a series that you can then also share with your sales engine people that give the backstory. You see that? That then resonates with your backstory, your current story, and your future story. Okay, so coming back. Remember, we selected those top 4 to 5. Don't press that. Again, I pressed the record button on here and it did not record. I wonder why that is. I definitely pressed the record button. All right. Audio was fine yesterday, so we should still be okay, minus like the in the back thing. You have your top 200 films or whatever, 100 films, whatever that is, that 1/5 of the content. Now, to make a series, it's about 10 to 15 episodes. So let's just say it's 15 episodes. For me, that means, if you divide 200, by 15, it'll be something like 11 to 12 series or 12 seasons. I don't want that. But what you can do is you can hyper dial it down. When you're making a season, have you ever watched Catfish?
Ow.
You okay?
Yeah.
Good?
Oh.
What? You want to sit down or you want to get out and get down?
I want to sit down.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Have you ever watched Catfish? Or any other television episode? Most of the time these shows are not filmed in chronological order. They're filmed so that the most engaging content is put at the front, right? And you also create a narrative, an arc, right? So that you can get to a climax, like a season finale, etc. You have the permission to do that now. You have that ability. How do you do that? You have the permission to do that. From those 200 films, or from that 100, whatever it is, you may even have one series, doesn't matter, or one season, doesn't really matter. You can go through and craft...
Daddy?
Yes.
I want some soda.
Okay, I'll get you soda. Just a minute, I got you. With that whole amount of films that you've made, I want you to go through and literally use ChatGPT and say, okay, how can I create a compelling arc narrative within this? Mine looks like this, very simply. I'll tell you. All right, this is straight from ChatGPT, right? So episode 1, strong start. Introduce a compelling aspect of your journey, setting the tone and theme for the season. Episode 2 and 3, foundational building. Delve into early challenges and successes, laying the groundwork for the narrative arc. Episode 4 to 5, deep dive, focus on specific significant events or learning moments that were pivotal to your growth. Episode 6, mid-season reflection, a reflective episode that summarizes the journey so far, possibly integrating audience engagement elements like Q&A. I'm going to keep on going, we're almost done. Episode 7 and 8, overcoming challenges, highlighting major obstacles faced and how you can overcome them, emphasizing resilience and the lessons learned. Episode 9 to 10, turning points, showcasing a key moment of realization, change, or significant progress in your journey. Episode 11, the build-up, start tying together the season's themes, setting up the climatic finale. And episode 12, season finale, episode 12 to the season finale, provide a satisfying conclusion to the season's narrative arc, reflecting on growth and achievements and teasing what's to come in the next season. So you got 3 episodes there. All right. Does that make sense? You target yourself so that therefore you can make series about all the things that you want to make it about. Of course, you want to try to make it very, you want to figure out who that person is, and then just literally your personal brand now will forever resonate with your sales engine. Let me know in the comments below about what you're thinking. All right, let me get that soda for you.
Soda.